Welcome everyone. Om Sai Ram, Jai Baba. So today, it's a very auspicious day. Our beloved Baba left his mortal coil on this day just over 100 years ago. So today, we remember him. Remember our beloved Baba. So today is a very special day, and we also have a very special guest with us. Someone who I call my dear brother. I've only known him for a few months, but it feels like I've known him for lifetimes. Our beloved Ruzbeh Ji, welcome. Jai Baba, Sai Ram.
Jai Baba, Sai Ram.
So today we will have a short talk with Ruzbeh Ji. I believe you all know Ruzbeh Ji, and I'm sure no introductions would do justice to who Ruzbeh Ji is and his background, but he is the author of many books on Shirdi Sai Baba and spirituality. He's a mentor, he's a guide, and he's spreading the love and light of Baba throughout this world. So we are truly thankful to him for being with us here today. So we will have a talk with our dear Ruzbeh Ji, and then we will do chanting of Baba's 108 names. Premi Ji is going to do Abhishekam today as well for us, which will be nice. And then towards the end, Rashila Ji is going to read the chapter in Sai Satcharitra, which relates to Baba's passing away. And she will share a few lines with us leading up to Baba's, the few days that was leading up to Baba's Mahasamadhi. And then bhajans, Kirtan and Aarti at the end. So please, everyone, do stay back and enjoy the full program. But before we do, as always, we always invite the masters to be with us present. So take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just relax, let go. Be here, be now. Just notice the silence, the stillness. Notice the peace, the serenity of this moment. Let's invite the masters to be with us present here now. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Gham Ganapataye Namaha. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shiva Tattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohana Prachodayat. Om Shirdi Vasaya Vidmahe Sachidanandaya Dhimahi Tanno Sai Prachodayat. Om Digambaraya Vidmahe Atri Putraya Dhimahi Tanno Datta Prachodayat. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururadhevo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I also give my pranams and my namaskars to each and every one of you, the divine light that is in each and every one of you. So Ruzbeh ji, welcome again. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Shivam.
How have you been? How is life for you?
Fine, going on. A lot of people in a lot of trouble. Everybody seems to be facing their own issues. And whoever handles it calmly comes out of it unscathed.
Sure, sure. Ruzbeh ji, we have a few questions.
Sure.
So maybe we could go through those.
Yeah.
So one of these questions is about karma. So in this life, all the sufferings that one undergoes, is it because of our previous karmas or beginning of new karmas? How do we find out?
See, first of all, we need to understand what karma is. Karma is basically the ramification of our free will. In whichever lifetime we have used our free will, we either will get the fruit or bear the consequence of that free will which has been put into motion. I don't believe that we suffer because of our karma. One could call it cleansing because of karma, or one could call it being pushed to a particular point of realization of how the only path is that of the goddess God Guru. Now, if you're going to look at karma as a punishment, then I fear you are going to land up hardened, bitter, negative. We all are going to face our challenges. We all are going to face our trials and tribulations. If every time we are going to face our challenges like a suffering, like some punishment, then the learning process does not take place.
Absolutely.
I believe that we need to go through our challenges trying to learn what the challenge is trying to teach us. And there will be times when we will be pushed to the wall. But if you're going to take it as some kind of a punishment, as some kind of a retribution, then I fear you're never really going to come forth from compassion. You're never going to come forth from kindness. You're going to become very hardened. So I don't believe karma is here to get back at us. I have gone to the mall, I have used my credit card, now the bill has come. Now I don't think that bill is a punishment. There's no punishment. I have gone and used my credit card. I've used the credit card with my free will. Now at the end of the month, the bill has come. It's time to, who knows, you might even get points. Sometimes the banks and, all these people give you points. So I don't think we should look at karma as some kind of an evil necessity.
Yeah.
It is the only way God can exercise justice. It's the only way God can be just. Because if karma wasn't there, I fear we would be dealing with a very unjust God. And karma is so definite that even God has become part of it. Like, you have the avatars who have come down to experience the karma. So, first of all, don't look at karma as a negative thing. Don't look at it as a suffering. Now you asked me the second part of the question about how do we know whether it's from past lifetime or this lifetime. Only those people who are extremely evolved, who hardly have any karma with them, are going to experience the ramification of their karma virtually in this lifetime or virtually immediately. But we have got such a huge backlog that is not, our present lifetime is not really going to make a dramatic difference in our karmic blueprint.
Is there a way we can avoid collecting more negative karmas? That was another question.
See, what all the masters say, what Sai Baba has time and again said is, if we agitate, if we get agitated, if we get angry, we get negative towards a particular experience, we are only creating more karma, we are only getting more entangled with that karmic package. The only way we can make sure that we don't keep increasing our karmic account is by, first of all, coming from a place of detachment, which is hard. If you come from a place of detachment, you are not liable to create more and more karma. When do we create karma? When we get entangled. But when we don't get entangled, we are just doing our dharma, we are just doing our duty and leaving the rest to the wisdom of the goddess god guru. That entanglement starts weakening. The only way we can avoid too much of karmic overload being taken on is by coming from a kind, compassionate heart, by trying to be the best version of yourself, and trying to avoid the negative traits of anger, aggression, jealousy. Now, this is not easy when you're living in the world. But spirituality is never meant to be easy. Spirituality is being put through fire and then you come out as gold. The process of being put into the fire and coming out as gold is never pleasant. But Shivam, I think you should get beyond all the karma and all that. I think what you should really focus on is, are you being kind? Are you being compassionate? Are you being a decent human being? I think we need to focus on being kind, compassionate, and being just genuinely decent human being. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think we should get caught up with karma and kundalini and all that, esoteric nonsense. We are part of the world. We need to be decent, kind, compassionate, period. And then leave the rest to the wisdom of your goddess god guru.
That's great. Thank you. So, Ruzbeh, today is obviously Baba's Mahasamadhi Day.
Yeah.
So the questions has been asked, what is the best way to connect to Baba?
What's the best way to connect to your father or your mother? Once again, Shivam, you're going into technicalities. Why should we connect with Baba? Why can't we just love Baba and finished? It's over. What is this whole thing about, we are going through motions now. The question to ask is, how much do you love Baba? And that's it.
Yes.
I don't need to connect to anyone. I just need to love my master.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You need to love your master. You want to make your master happy and proud of you, then operate from being the best version of yourself. A kind, compassionate version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What did Baba ever want from us? Love, joyous surrender, true faith.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really require anything more. Apni औकात क्या है, what can we give him? So he requires our love. Now, are we going to give him our love, or are we going to give him chanting? Chanting is great if there is love filled in that chanting.
Mm. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, am I going to give him my fast, upas? But if I'm fasting and I'm not coming from kindness and compassion, then how is that fasting going to reach Baba?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe, get out of the theoretical aspects of spirituality and become a child to Baba. You want to connect to Baba, become a child to Baba.
Mm.
Don't approach Baba as an adult.
Yes.
Approach Baba as a child. You will get away with murder.
That's really great. Thank you.
Yeah.
There is another question which has come in from the devotees. Are there any meditation techniques to reach Baba? I think I know the answer to this, but I will let you answer.
You know what I believe is this. I believe in is this. You know, every day, Shivam, I do something which I do it every day. Baba took Mahasamadhi at 2:27 in the afternoon. And every day at 2:27, I transport myself to Shirdi. I bow down at Baba's feet. I kiss his feet. I press his feet. Then I make him wear the satka. Then I put a shawl around him. I put a tika. I put flowers around him. Then I give him something nice to eat. I usually light a chillam for him and then we share the chillam. Then I go to the samadhi and I lay a cloth, I lay flowers. Then I go to the main samadhi of Baba, which is below. And I do the same. Then I enter Dwarka Mai. I offer wood into the fire. And then I imagine Baba putting the udi on my forehead and putting it little in my mouth. And then I again touch my head to his feet and I come back. Whenever I'm down and out, I do this. And if I'm really down and out, I just hug him and hold on to him. But I try and do this every day at 2:27. This is my way of meditation. The other way of meditation is, I shut my eyes and I focus on my breath. Breath going into me and coming out of me. If a thought comes to me, I don't encourage it, I don't fight it, I just come back to my breath. Mm-hmm. Very simple. I like childlike stuff in spirituality. Like Paramahansa Yogananda said, God is simple, everything else is complex.
Yes, very true.
So, for me, Baba is simple. He's my father, mother, grandfather, best friend, everything.
His whole daily routine was simple. You know, he was a simple man, simple guy. And
Yes, so, you know, I think that's what I told you, Shivam. Approach him as a child. Only breath observance or chanting with breath. No, don't do any chanting. Because even the chanting will come between you and Baba. Your mind focused on him and just breathe in and out. That's it. You don't need to even chant, because eventually meditation goes, even chanting becomes a thing you are doing. Meditation means oneness. So go beyond the chanting. Go to the primordial silence.
Absolutely.
The God element within us.
There are a few questions regarding life after death.
Yeah.
So these are very, very long questions. So I'm going to try and summarize them very briefly. So what happens? So there's a question about the soul, and so recently it was Pitru Paksh, you know. So there was 2 weeks of Pitru Paksh. What happens to these souls? Do they how long do they hang around, and what do they do? And there's questions like this coming through.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Shivam. When I was growing up, I was told that when you die, depending on your karma, you kind of immediately come back. So I said, okay. But as I started channeling, in my 23 years of channeling, I've had a lot of spirits who have connected with me for their relatives. I've had my own grandfather connect with me often. And he passed away more than 35 years ago. I believe, my belief, okay, I've not read this anywhere, it is my belief. What Baba has taught me is this. When an individual dies, first of all, it depends on the gravitational pull of the earth and the individual. Which means, how much of my wants and my needs and my havas is yet on planet Earth? If that if that need, that havas is too much, the gravitational pull of Earth will get you down very fast. But if you have a reasonable scale of karma and you don't have too much of chahat for earthly things, where you are kind of done with mankind and planet Earth, then you can move forward in the spirit plane, working out your karma in the spirit plane. But the only problem is the journey is very slow. The advantage of being born as a human being on planet Earth is that you can evolve tremendously fast while on Earth. I also believe that those who have passed over and who are relatively on a higher spiritual level become guides and guardian angels to their family, friends, depending on, let's say I'm very concerned about children. So I will move towards guiding children. I will become guide to children. Of course, your master's decision, your master's dikkat is very important, because if Baba says, Acha beta, now enough of loitering around, now go down, you've got a lot of work to do down, then you have no option, you will come down. I also believe that you will move towards what you have been centered on earth. So let's say I'm a Baba lover. My thoughts, my everything is focused on Baba. So I will gravitate towards Baba. Somebody would be a Guru Nanak Bhakt. He would gravitate towards the energy of Nanak. That is why they say, respect everyone, but be a shishya of one. Because you might find it difficult where to go, because your gravitational pull towards, you might have, I know people who have got around many masters. So for that I always tell people, when you're going to die, who is it that you want to come to receive you? When I am going to die, who do I want to be by my side? That is who you need to focus on. That is who you need to focus on. You respect everyone, but you need to have that one, If you don't have that one, I fear each of the master might say, "Ho jayega." So what I'm trying to say is, have one, whoever your goddess, God, Guru is, have one. And then dive deep into that energy. So deep that the khushbu of who you pray to comes out from you.
That's beautiful. That's very nice.
Yeah.
So I think these were all the questions that were submitted. Does anyone have any questions they want to ask? Are you okay for another few minutes, Ruzbeh ji?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
So you can either leave your question in the chat, or we can put you off mute and you can ask the question. So how do we attain salvation, from Rahul?
Salvation. Okay, Rahul, according to you, what is salvation? Can you unmute Rahul, please?
Rahul?
Actually, it's me, Tejinder ji. I've posted this question from my brother's phone.
Oh, no problem.
Yes. Yeah. According me, the salvation is to attain, to meet the divine soul, to meet the very source of your existence. That is salvation, according to me. If we have to keep roaming between the different dreams, then what is the purpose of spirituality? If we still cannot attain that, we cannot merge with the Supreme, then what is the purpose of spirituality?
Yeah, what's your name?
Ujjwala.
Ujjwala, very deep question. Okay, I'll try and answer it. Okay, so we need to understand one thing. How did our journey begin? How did our journey begin? So we have the Shakti element. I call her the goddess. imagine her to be like a great fire. And from that fire, sparks keep coming out. And we are the sparks. Sparks with a consciousness. And we use that consciousness to create karma. And our journey begins. The whole nonsensical coming and going begins. If you make your priority going back to the goddess, which means your life has to be phenomenally flawless. It means you need to have complete control over your mind, your heart, your words, your actions. You need to be in a state of tapas, because we are carrying lifetimes of karmic baggage. They say that I was reading autobiography of a yogi. I've been reading it for now over 35 years. And somebody asked, I think Paramahansa Yogananda, that, okay, I don't want to come back. Now tell me, what do I do? So he said, okay, number one, don't create new karma. Very important. So he said, okay, I will just go away to a secluded place. I'll go away to a mountain. He said, okay. Then he said, what else do I need to do? He said, for 40-45 years, you need to really meditate. For 6 to 8 hours a day. As you meditate, the Shakti within you which rises will slowly start cleansing your karma which is lodged in your aura. And if you don't create new karma, and if you do this for 40-45 years, then maybe you might gain what you are looking for, moksha. It's like asking that I want to cycle to the top of the Himalayas. Maybe that is easier. Once Baba told a fakir, it is easier for an elephant to be passed through the eye of a needle than to achieve moksha. But as I told you before, forget all this. Come from love. Be kind, be compassionate. Love the old man a lot. And that's it. Leave it to him.
Ruzbeh ji, can I please ask? My name is Pooja.
Yes, Pooja.
And
Yeah,
I
Pooja,
just want to say that I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you.
And I cannot thank you enough. I have goosebumps every time I see you, every time I read your message. But my question very quickly is, what if we continue to give our best in intention, in effort, in action, and we continue to get hurt? How does one find a peace and humor and gratitude and compassion in that?
See, I'll tell you what. I've said this often, I'm telling it again. We all have two kinds of relationships. One relationship is the karmic relationship of give and take between two individuals. Usually, our parents, our siblings, our spouse, our children, they are usually a karmic relationship. Then you have a relationship of the soul, that is the spiritual relationship, which usually is between the master and the disciple. if we are living in the family, if we are living in the world, we are going to meet people who will hurt us, who will disregard us, who will not respect us, who will treat us, take us for granted. If you give them the power over your peace of mind, वो spiritually क्या बोलते हैं? You are screwed. The question is, how much of power have we given such people over our peace of mind? That much they will hurt us. Now, if someone takes a knife and cuts me, I am going to bleed. Even the greatest of masters will bleed. But how am I going to handle what happens after that? How am I going to react to that situation is going to decide a lot on my side, not that person's side. If I have given somebody the power to hurt me, somebody the power over my peace of mind, then it is my fault. Because a barking dog will bark. If my priority is Baba, if my priority is Baba, do you understand what I'm saying by priority, right?
Ji.
And my very breath is at the feet of Baba. I may get hurt by people, but I will not get devastated by people. I may get hurt by people, but I will not be shattered by people. And if you come from the philosophy that my master knows best anyway for me, and if he thinks I have to go through a particular experience, so be it. Then I think you will be able to handle it in a better way, Pooja.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask one question?
Who is this?
Yeah, this is Sakshi.
Sakshi, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Ruzbeh. Thank you
Hi,
for being
hi.
here. It's good fortune that you're here.
Thank you.
Just wanted to ask you, like, as Baba says, like, something which is given by some other person would not last, but whatever I give would last forever. So why, like, if something I had expiated earlier with Baba's blessings had hit me back, like, maybe the set of karma or whatever.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't get your question. Something that Baba had given.
Yeah, I mean, I did Parayan for something regarding my health. Okay, and it was really taken care. I was on this painkillers for years, but then for one good year, I was really in good health, and I could relate it. That was science blessings, because I just stopped the taking the medicines and all that. But again, like, the same health karma again cropped up. So why this? Like,
Okay, I want you to understand one thing.
Yeah.
You know, what is my issue with the Sat Charitra? My issue with the Sat Charitra is it focuses too much on miracles of Baba. It does not talk about all the stories where miracles didn't take place. Baba has always said this, time and again, that your karma is going to lead the way. I will give you the strength and wisdom to go through it. But your karma you will have to go through. I don't believe I fall ill because of Baba or I get cured because of Baba. I fall ill because either my karma or my stupidity. And I will heal because of my karma or my free will of exercising how to lead a better life. I don't think Baba comes into all these things. You're not getting it. The Guru's role, Guru, the one who takes you out from darkness. Nowhere in the Vedas is written Guru means one who takes you out of a bank loan. He's the Guru, the one who takes you out of darkness, period. I will go through my karma. Baba will stand next to me and give me strength, but he will not be able to do anything about it. Baba says, karma ki bhatti se Shri Ram na bach sake. I mean, can you understand what I'm saying, Sakshi?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand, but why do we actually, first thing, like, you know, what attracts, like, you know, these are the very basic things. It's not that I'm asking for something, but it happens. I mean, I truly believe what you said, that, like, you know, health is wisdom, for sure. But then still, like, you know, it actually just had hit me in a greater way, in a more bad way.
See, I'll tell you what. If our faith is conditional,
No, faith and love is not conditional. I love him the same.
Then, let's say Baba cured you for a year, respect it. And now Baba, according to you, you might feel that Baba wants you to go through this pain. Now respect that wisdom too. That is love. That is faith. Maybe Baba gave you a recess, a break from your pain for 1 year. Or should have Baba let you be in pain, will not remove that 1 year of pain also? कि ये बहुत बड़ा philosophical discussion हो जाएगा, रहने दो. What I'm trying to say is, देखो, he is a father, mother, everything. But there are certain karmic things he cannot intervene. Because if he intervenes for me, then he'll have to intervene for everyone, because otherwise he'll become partial. Remember in my last talk, I told you about his devotee who died 100 meters away from him. She got burnt alive. My. What greater example can Baba give us? And remember, her death is not mentioned in the Satcharitra. Radha Krishna Ma is like a very important character in the movie which suddenly disappears. Why didn't Hemant Pant write about her? Why? Because questions would be asked that what is Baba doing? She was not even 100 feet away. But Baba knows, no. He can save people who are thousands of miles away. Couldn't he have saved Radha Krishna who was just 100 feet away? Why didn't he? Because he had to decide. Let us suffer for 8 lifetimes, or let us suffer for 1 hour and wrap it up.
And same goes for toxic relationships, which keep coming.
Pardon me?
I'm saying, same answer. It would be the same answer for toxic relationships, which we keep attracting in our lives.
Yeah, but that is also free will, no? See, you must understand, 7 out of 10 times is not karma, it is our free will of this lifetime that we are making wrong decisions. Everything cannot be put to karma, we are making wrong decisions. Yeah, Shivam, anything else?
Thank you, Ruzbeh ji. These are really profound questions that people are asking, and you know, a lot of personal questions. You know, people are going through experiences in life, and it's natural, you know, people to ask these questions. But you know, what you've shared with us today, even though some of you didn't ask a question, I'm sure you've had a response for yourself. But I think we in the interest of time, Ruzbeh ji, I know time is precious, so let's is there any final words you want to say before we just wrap this up today?
Yeah. Love him selflessly, have faith in him unconditionally, and be kind and compassionate.
Beautiful.
Yourself and to everyone around you. That's all I need to say.
It's beautiful, wonderful. Thank you, Ruzbeh ji.
Shivam, thank you for having me. I will have to leave. I've got another talk. So
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you for having
so
me.
much.
Thank you for your time. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba,
Jai
Jai
Baba.
Baba Malik.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful
Love you,
session.
love you, love you.
Love you,
Thank
love you,
you.
Baba.
Jai Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.